start winning, I'm gonna get very excited because then we have a game
here from the side of Wolves. Juicy just storming out of mid doors. It's a quick check over towards Shop, sees nothing.
Full retake A.
Full
Full retake A. Lysor cannot go in here. Cannot go in. Fuck it, he ran in and he got a little window. They saw him though. Too risky, bro. Just commit to the 5v5 retake. Wait, you're flooding in. Wait, it's working.
One enemy remaining.
Wow. I didn't realize his teammates were that close to him.
I saw him just going in whenever his team called for him to make that play, to be that guy to go in.
Oh, I've heard about the Lamzu. I've heard about that Lamzu one.
And he, once again, stepping in there. A little concerning with Lysor.
Okay, so overall, I know there's a nerd in this chat. Overall, out of all the pros, what's the most used mouse?
Outlaw in the hands.
Amongst the pros.
Holding things down over by mid doors. Looks like once again, Heretic's going to poke
G Pro still?
They get the orb take over on towards Mini to try to get the dimensional drift online as quickly as possible. But in the end, this is likely going to be a 4-player push in through a main. So a death ball and overwhelm anyone who would be.
Probably G Pro, right? Still? Like the super light?
A little bit extra Vice utility there to back up the Astra. If this execute does come through this direction. So it is
G Pro or Viper V3?
The Oru can get past it a bit. And you have a Jet as well. So
damn, Razor stepped up their game. I feel like Logitech was dominating for like the last 3 years. I didn't know that many people were on the V3.
With that Astra, of course.
It's eco round, that's why I'm not that locked in.
A little bit of info gain.
Full eco round, these guys are a retake A, perfect setup with Vise Thorns.
30 seconds left.
They're not going to lose this round.
Here's the Prowler. Nothing in link. Free fire shot.
They, as in Wolves, aren't going to lose this round.
Wolves position to try to go for the flood retake, or if not to slam the door here in their faces.
The move to Viper V3 is also big. Are they similar mice, like same weight, same like dimensions?
Do that, but still will be able to pick up a 3K. And that is going to be
3B on the bonus round.
This is the guy who has experience on the big stage. We need him to step up more.
Obvious Yoru aggression here. Boost should be aware of it.
It's only fair. Bucky in hand for Spring. Holding close over at A.
Oh wow!
Juicy hits
oh wow! He actually killed not only a player there, but the smokes. If they play passive the rest of this round, Wolves, with them not having any smokes,
over towards Art. Spring pushes forward into the smoke. Does get flushed out eventually.
That's still really good.
The spray will be able to get it to connect. This is still already so much damage dealt, and they haven't.
These two could just play fucking so far back.
Only 65 health behind, is thrown over the top.
This round is impossible. They can't even get the bomb down. It's so hard to get the bomb down. There's a guy in pit.
Just try to go for the wall bang shots here.
As long as the Wolves don't throw away this round off, just dry peeking.
The spike still not brought forward here into the site.
Oh, this guy's low-key doing something risky.
But now has his eyes turned back into the site itself.
He knows this Cypher though. Probably the only lurk. Fuck. This is what happens when I 2x, guys. This is literally what happens every time I 2x.
Diving doesn't hit the shot, but now they consistently have to have heads on swivels.
Well played.
Really well played. Fishy. And Wolves are about to give themselves a bonus conversion.
No free deaths other than that one, really, but it's okay.
9 remaining here in the magazine. 3 swings out.
Oh no.
3K.
No way.
Go ahead and seal the coming out of the pause. Very closely fought one.
Don't throw away this eco now.
Stinger here.
It's fine. They have full A main control.
Change up the pace a bit. Spray.
This is a little risky from Spring though. Okay, run away, run away. Smoke that, run away, get out of there. Perfect.
So clean.
Perfect. I love how every time they get a pick, they go back into this like really passive setup. Nobody throws away their life.
The ability to stack an extra man and trade.
And he had a deep wall here.
Very efficient stuff.
Basically trapped in.
I've not seen that actually in a long time. I don't think I've seen that a single time before. A Vise wall that deep.
But I like this from Wolves. They're just giving this up. They feel the pressure. They've only got 2 in position.
Nah, they're not going to be able to chase this guy down.
Other than re-ends. They don't know if they stuck
No Teo, you're chilling here. No Teo now, you're chilling back call.
We're obviously hearing that. Let's get pinged down.
Wait.
Let's get taken down. Miniboo with a very nice headshot.
Wait, I thought he would at least get one.
Now into a 4v4. Spike getting planted, safe spot here for Boo. No punish to come through. Still 2 players from Wolves needing to rotate all the way across the map.
This can get weird now.
Phantom in hand, as well as the dimensional drift.
Nah, this should be alright.
It's the question.
The fact that there's nobody holding like an off angle from here with a gun makes this so hard. Triple back haul. Wait,
Taken down low, and okay, push coming through. That's
just runs through.
Transfer connecting. Rian's with another headshot though. Now finds himself.
No way.
in a 1v2
This guy is good in
situation,
clutches though.
out.
Nah, no way though.
Weapon recovered. The Nebula, however, dissipating. Gets the spot out, finds the kill. But YU with the headshot.
Oh my god, he overpeaked.
Keeps
Rian's
them off
actually
the
low-key
board.
overpeaked.
Similar scenes for the Wolves to what we saw against. Now you've got this ultimate to deal with.
If it was chamber meta, he would have respected it. I agree.
Force
100%.
available.
100% it slipped his mind.
No one here to clear
That-
this out for him, so we'll just go
The
for it.
headhunter is that
Time
fast.
before the quick exit. It's back around the corner.
Oh, he's
Still
dead.
gonna be locked in to try to get the track
Chamber
here
dead
onto
for
him.
sure.
Dances around it.
What?
Back the opposite side. Does manage to stay safe. Mini Boo now.
He lived.
Swing towards upper. Exits the dimensional drift.
Ah.
Spring on the peek out. It'll find Woot. He goes back through.
Okay,
Like
if
you
that
take it
chamber
down.
got a pick,
Value to be
that
down there
round,
from
this round
the
would have
force.
been
Springs
insanely
flushed
huge.
out.
Like, he actually would have brought the round back.
Tuning around, gets himself in position to join in with Shupa Baby, but now they find themselves in 2v4. Spoot once again gets the spike planted.
Spike planted.
Nah, no chance. Rian's the
For
god
this
spot.
one. The haunt and the seas.
This spot is just the god spot, bro. This spot with a guy default
Basically
never
makes it
fails.
impossible.
Swear to God, never fails.
He's got plenty of money. He knows that Heretics don't. Playing for some damage. Gonna be the worst idea here for him. Let's see if he can actually get anything as Shock Dart does connect.
We'll catch them.
Looks like in the end, will just be a quick little repivot back over to the top. Spot out, but
Can you
Joking
sing
out
a
the
Bryan
bound, and now
Adams
you've got
song?
Boone
Who's
Wolves
Bryan
to
Adams?
Go ahead and give this punish. Will be able to do so. So poor
Conventional drift and a cosmic divide of their own. Quick dash forward. Main control established in a spot there. Onto Spring.
punish, but that allows for Mini Boo to just go ahead, grab up another orb.
It's locking. Shut up.
2 charges towards the next dimensional drift.
Okay, Astral Wall for retake, so they can play very passive. I like this setup a lot, actually.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Heretics try to isolate YU again and try to punish him. Worked in the
Yeah,
previous
that
round,
chamber
looked a
trip is
little
actually
shaky with the
sick.
snipers.
Yoru can just fully...
Maybe that's a
They can just do like a little triangle setup at A.
Really start pushing the Wolves' butt a bit.
One setup I think is very underrated on Pearl
Set up for an
is the
A-Climb.
triangle setup with one guy here,
Now,
usually with like a
little bit of info
judge
on
or like a
this.
stinger.
Comes the dimensional
One
drift
guy
from
here,
Juicy.
ready to peek off of him or flash through,
Just saw the back.
and then one guy here.
Spotting out the 2 players. The others
Team
getting
one
ready to
ran that
strike
setup
in.
a
Now
lot.
advancing forward through Art. Juicy is going to be exiting that, trying to make them
You want to fight it?
constantly consider the flank in from behind. Cosmic Divide going to be invested as well here at Spring. Into the cubby.
Liquid
Looking just for a wall bang attempt. As the flank
liquid
gets ready to come
darts
through.
thing front.
Otherwise, it's just going to be providing audio here for the team and moved up and over the top.
Wow.
Ends up getting taken down. Shots on the Rian's not quite going to
Oh
connect.
my god, and he has his wall for retake. This is so hard.
Alive as the spike does
No,
get
Heretics
planted.
loses this round.
That does give a player advantage here to the side of Wolves. Wolf Flash
Wait.
coming through, but Ice just kind of push forward in front of the walls. All crumbling to pieces. Spring that maybe
Mind,
do
I
bring
guess.
it into a 2v2. Hero
Spring is
getting the
so
reveal.
low.
Benji Fishy holding his own. Ducks back behind the enemy Cosmic Divide, using it against them.
One enemy
Pushes forward
remaining.
now into the 1v1, but time
Impossible to
taking away,
lose.
dwindling down. Looking to try to close this one. Boo, reading it perfectly that he's
Perfect
not
play.
sticking this at all.
Did he
Backs
jiggle
away.
and saw him
Now
off,
knows that he
or
has to
did
commit
Benji
to
call it?
And he will strike, takes the second tap.
Did Benji call it on
Gets the
death
kill
cam
all
that
the
he's
same.
off? Or did he...
Aggression.
And now you've got Wolves on their first eco.
I'm actually surprised the
Got a
Wolves
real
lost that round.
opportunity to get very close.
Pixel angle from Boo.
Sheesh.
Looking very clean. Fat Baby going to be taken down.
And now just a
That
bit of a
cam at mid
fallback.
is just so annoying.
Wait this out a little bit. I mean, I
This guy just has maximum mid info while these guys could scale up B, but just hold A.
That's a nice shot from Mini Boo.
A bit of an off angle. Up on top of that little ridge.
Good job not fighting.
Typically see players do. See now having to manually move over to try to re-clear this B site.
Where's FNS moving to?
Coming
Back
in,
to
though,
Toronto.
Heretics looking to just be a bit flowy with this round. Don't want to over-aggress, don't want to put themselves in bad positions to get punished.
Yeah, they're just
How's that
really
cam not illegal?
being diligent.
Not clipping it through anything, he's just
Concerned
throwing it
about
on the wall.
an aggressive
Above
Wolves
the-
play. And
above-
you do see
above
this from time
the-
to time from them.
The map, not the
They'll try
map,
to spread the
but
map or just send some lurks.
structure,
Real careful.
I guess.
You never know when one of them's just going to start walking up mid on you.
B split with this drone.
Yeah, it's
30
gonna
Insert
go for the
Sova,
check.
I like it.
We'll get the spot there.
Very fundamentally
Identified.
sound.
Try to get the wall bang kill. Hasn't been able to do so, but flash out. Many Boo just
Clean
storms
round.
the site. And that is quickly going to be the remaining
Alright,
players of
they're
Wolves
starting to feel themselves.
dealt with.
We have a game.
YU Still
Are you
slowly
perma
creeping
moving?
over to see
Yeah.
if he can try to stop this from being a flawless round.
You're blowing on your mic? Sorry.
Boot's there. Boot is
Okay,
instantaneous
low
with a
key, I think
flawless round.
I'm gonna go back to
Team
my
Heretics
shooter
running
mic.
this back, establishing
My
a very
shooter
strong
mic when I get
economy.
back home.
Yeah, this is you going
Wolves on
that
attack
chamber.
side will be better.
A bit of a reposition, but it's a heavy stack towards this A side of the map for the Wolves, but
Full B
everybody
exec.
right now from Heretics storming their
Full
way
B exec, what
down
else?
through B.
Your
Dimensional
roll.
Drift
Never
will
mind.
go ahead and
That's the
ensure
second
that
time
this
with
is
your roll.
cleared
They've
out
just
for
hit
them.
B straight up.
Is everyone now having to back away?
Same
Not
exact
going to be noticed
pathing.
in this position.
It keeps going heaven as
Flash,
well.
quick exit. Looking to
Really
maintain
good
control.
space creation.
This upper position. Tiny little licks of damage going to be taken here by Miniboop, but widely Heretics in firm control of the site. YU.
I'm about to lose my shit, man. I might go to watch Twitch. I actually might go watch Twitch.
Still checking around, lingering to try to see if there's a lurk, but just don't have the information that every one of the others is
At half,
here
I'm
from the
switching to
side of
Twitch.
Wolves.
Yeah, I like that we're playing long here. Avoid this nightfall. Beautiful.
Benji Fishy.
Mean, but Benji Fishy, okay, gonna be caught off guard a little
Oh,
bit
this
there. but
Vizal's gonna hurt, man.
Able to come away with the kill, invests the ultimate. Weapon's gonna be taken out of their hands. Rien's now dead. Wu here inside of the smoke has a shorty. This time has shells loaded up. but
Still
only
winnable.
gets one
Still
pop
very
off.
winnable.
Looks like we're down to 55, and this
Imagine,
retake from
though.
Wolves is looking damn clean. Three swing out, nothing
Jesus,
that
fucking
Wu
army
can
waiting
do.
for him.
Full five pacing. Wolves.
Diffusing.
Chat, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, yo, Austin, are you still in the chat? When you're a pro player and you're playing on like big stage matches or any kind of matches, and those kinds of kills happen where the guy gets an ult off of the kill, it is such a hard thing to adapt to. Your whole strat was completely based around what they have ult-wise, right? And then all of a sudden they get 2 power ults randomly off of kills, and it's almost, actually it's impossible to like readjust what to do next. It's like the players that are capable of calling the adjustment on the fly as soon as they see that kill is like are legit like S tier.
No problem.
I feel like the only one I've played with that's capable of doing that, maybe Sam.
To be a real pain point.
Maybe Sam.
Okay.
Maybe Victor.
Maybe we're just going to be trading some rounds out here. That's why you trying to go for the blind shot.
Crashies too, I guess.
Going wide, but Juicy dead.
Those
That's
three
a
were
critical
very
target
like
down
pretty
there
good
for
at it. They were
Heretics.
very on point when it came to like mid-round
Committal to this push.
opponents'
Mike's
ult
still
adjustments.
down, back by spawn, so for Heretics, they're looking
Nat
for a
says that a
reaction
lot in
to
comms.
the
Really? I was
things that
personally
concerned me a
very
little
bad
bit
at
with
that.
Wolves against Sentinels
Like,
was Sentinels was doing a great
I've
job
gone into the
bringing out
round
their util
with
when
a
Wolves are on the
specific
defensive
plan
side.
based off the opponent's
Really
ults,
giving
right?
themselves advantages in that
And then
department.
somehow, like we know they're like 6 out of 7 or whatever, that's fine. But when that player, like that Sova or whatever, not even Sova, but when their Astra or like Vise gets a kill randomly,
Close to another Cosmic
and now they're
Strike,
playing the
stuck up
entire
on the
round
hit.
differently, that adjustment is very hard.
Nebulous popped. YU.
Stabbed to death,
Out
thank you for
front
the
of this one
6
here in
months.
Art, but it's getting fully flashed up. Has to make a quick exit.
KJ ult, exactly.
30 seconds.
Just anything that has to make you leave the bomb site. Like, with the big range. Anything with a large range.
Take it down there mid-air. That's why you tries to go out with the headhunter in hand, but just get taken down. 2v4 now. As Wolves try to stretch this lead a little bit further than before, though, and Miniboo already lingering within the smoke. Finds the punish. and Lysor might just have to go for the save.
Tansy. Thank you for the 6 months.
Looks like that is going to be the call. At least a quick peek
Not gonna lie, I thought
in
someone from
towards
DCMA was speaking.
Miniboo.
Their sleeves.
Might be good for the entries when he's trying to clear out dugout.
Yeah,
Having the blades online.
definitely usable. Look at all this Vice util. Shift in direction here for Lysor.
Where's your old
Rely
mic?
on him to
It'll be
able to
back
hold
soon.
this down,
It'll be back soon.
given the
When I'm back in Toronto, I'll have it.
Try to poke and prod around this A side, at least in the early stages of the rounds.
Well, and it's a
Actually,
shift
maybe
back
not
to
for this
what worked
tournament,
on the
but
bonus
for
Wolves, and that's Juicy
tournaments
pushing
going
up
forward.
long B, holding down that main
Tarek
angle,
Frogs are here?
and
What do you mean?
nobody has made any contact with him, so he's falling back. This is kind of making Wolves lean
Why do you guys call him
more
frogs?
towards the A side.
Is that what he
Set
calls
up
his subs?
on The dimensional, or rather the gate crash here.
It's low-key sick.
It's
He's
gonna
trying
end
to
up
enjoy the
taking him a hell of a
call?
lot
Oh
further
my
away
god, I
than
was
he
supposed to
might
message him. I
like,
fucking
given that
forgot.
we look to
L
see
friend,
Heretics
actually
getting
L
onto this
friend.
site.
I'm gonna join up next
Cage just
next
popped
map.
Spring though.
How about that? next map, and then the whole MIBR series.
It's the elimination there. Benji Fishy similarly going to be taken. Juicy holding back. Pillar now can make his exit. Boot does manage to find one. A spring will fall.
Wow, the ball's on this kid. I respect it though. He jumped in.
Maybe able to go ahead.
Chambers there to help as well.
Into Hall.
Chambers there to help. Juicy's there to help. Yoru flashes.
Clutch this out. And there's the first step. But it's all down to Boot.
Yo, Wolves are not bad. I don't know who called them bad in my chat, but they are not bad. They are not a bad team.
Going to be surrounded.
I don't know why you guys called them bad.
Gets away from that, but as he pushes back forward, he will meet
I didn't. I said I haven't even watched them play.
Good help. Clears the drone.
Why you? Yeah. Why you just only has a headhunter and a shorty at the moment?
Why is your voice like that? Go fuck yourself, Fact Shark. You know why.
Either way, plenty of presence.
Zoriel, think of the prime.
My ult is ready.
As Hunter's Fury now going to be online with that orb take. Cosmic Divide available, and that's going to be committed immediately. We've got Spring here playing forward in front of this one to try to find some kills and kills.
Look at them. Look at them go. Look at them go, bro. This is a good fucking team.
As Wolves lose one and guarantee a lead at the half.
Spring.
Gonna be behind.
Ooh, shoot that baby. I'm asleep at the wheel a little
Great, now I
bit.
miss a
Will
fucking
finally
flying
pull the
headshot,
trigger
kill,
on
whatever,
this Bladestorm.
because you guys are just pissing me off.
Very good results.
That's what I was looking for. A little bit of trickery there, and up and over. Find that first kill. That's a huge one. Taking the fade out of the equation. It makes retake
Ashell, think of the
way
prime.
more difficult for the Wolves.
Gotta be more creative now that you only have one updraft. You can't go for the Meteor Classic. It's Hunter's Fury.
Okay, well they know the flank is possible, but Benji's already through. He already hit this trip.
The shots there. Just managed to stay
Oh
alive.
boy.
Right there on top of him.
Benji can't die, Benji can't die, Benji cannot die.
Rift is Juicy flashing himself.
Wow, the balls.
Just stomping around, dead. The spray out from Spring.
Yo, this
finds
team
him.
is
Why
no
he
joke.
falls, it
Oh
doesn't
my
matter.
god.
Suddenly just Benji
This is their map pick, to be fair, but
Spike dropped here at the entrance to the A site, and he only has a stinger.
I think they're going to be able to suss this out pretty quick. Juicy just cleared Art.
Desk was talking about 4v5 conversions earlier on.
30 seconds left.
are you sick? What's up with your voice?
Yeah,
Nah, just voice changer.
Wolves to find to get themselves 8-4 at the half.
This team is no fucking joke, bro.
Another
They held
lucky
A
flag round
fucking
here from
down.
Spring.
Juicy to accelerate for the Wolves. Start kicking indoors. Start finding ways to break through the Heretics' defensive lines.
Isn't that absolutely
2-1-2
disgusting?
here. Benji Fishy going to be locking down mid with his U-tilt, putting a long cross right outside of Art with one of the trips. The camera right at doors.
Total is like
He is
100 and
towards A, but that's where the trademark is there for YU.
115,
So
113, something like that.
Wolves are
But
considering for
my
the attack.
apartment
They're lining up
complex
for a B hit all the way.
is paying most of it because it's part of their promotional deal. So I'm paying $13 for my internet.
Trying to get Juicy.
They're paying like $100 of it.
Dimensional drift.
Changing
Slow
thoughts.
play.
Yeah, no contact there.
No cap.
Maybe feeling like it might be a trap.
I know.
They didn't get any responses. from
My
their U-tilt.
Netflix subscription
Still happens.
costs more than my
Trying
internet.
to figure out where the hell Team Heretics are.
Flash. Not gonna catch anything there. They clear out this cam. He's had connected, but Benji able to wait that one out. He's waiting to try to see if he can find a moment to strike the Tyler. However, will scout him out. Move for the Sheriff.
30
Off
seconds
screen,
left.
finding YU as shock darts get lobbed in, and Juicy falls down to 60.
Sorry.
A little bit contained. Minibu goes up over the top of screens, finds that kill, but Juicy trades it back.
Oh, bomb down though.
Two
Spike
eliminations
down.
gonna be
B.
found.
They got it.
Now it's
Just like that,
Juicy,
they got it.
Lysor. 130 health between the two of them. The plan
There's
now
no
coming
way they
through.
win this, right?
Down
Yeah,
to
no
22.
way. No way Heretics lose this round.
Any damage from the Ghost basically will be able to find an elimination
Unless-
there, but who was going to be the first target, the
Oh,
first point of
no,
contact,
no.
and
That's a
Juicy
clean kill.
is able to win it out.
Player
Oh, never
standing.
mind.
Puts himself alone. Swings.
No way,
Catches
yo,
Benji
no way. Is
Fishy.
this ace?
And
Is he
now
about an
it's
ace?
just a Jet with no HP to speak of. As he looks for the ace, and he will find it.
Yo,
Wolves
these guys are
get
the truth.
pistols. Juicy gets the ace.
Nah, and he's getting up? Nah.
Unbelievable.
Nah.
I said I wanted to see Juicy accelerate here on the attack side, and that is as good as it gets.
That was
Stuff
nice.
From the duelist.
That was actually insane.
He does it with 60 health.
Jesus,
Just
he's so
nasty.
clean.
Player
The
standing.
long range win. This one right here.
One enemy remaining.
Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah, the crowd is actually
Whips on
lit.
the jet to kill Benji Fishy. And then get in. It's a round like that, especially off the back of an ace from Juicy.
Does Heretics
YU
keep the
hearing
momentum?
orb take, sees the trip set.
If they get re-ecoed by a fucking headhunter,
Be able to find any
I will
stuff
feel
on
so bad for them.
With a
Pretty cool
frenzy
trip
here.
though. I'm not seeing that trip either.
Tripwire. It's going to have to be cleared. Hot flash on a timing there for Heretics. Didn't quite catch the Wolves, but right idea, wrong time.
All right.
Try to lock
It's
them
an
in
A split.
position there. It's straightforward.
Big kill.
YU unable to escape.
See, like Heretics are not afraid of them at all.
Dead far too quickly. It's Benji Fishy.
They have been taking fights. To be
Ripping out of
fair.
that smoke and mini boot.
Spike
He's
down.
connecting
A.
with the stray shot on the Lysor. Shuts down this push in every which way.
Juicy TP'd out of there and
Back,
trying to
back,
wait it
back,
out, see
back.
if anybody gets aggressive.
Dude,
Catch him
back.
with the right click. Interesting
Your ult
choice
next
of
round,
classic
though.
There, Juicy.
I mean, he was gonna have one too. A retake.
Showing some support, but ultimately he's gonna have to die. He's trying to assess his
30
options, figure
seconds
out
left.
what the best play is going to be. Had he just immediately sprinted over towards the B site, would have at least been able to get.
What'd
the
you get
plant
sick
down
from?
right
I
that.
don't know, bro, but I got the premium
Instead,
shit.
it's just gonna drift into art and not be
I got that
able to
premium
finish
shit, bro. There's no way this is a
on
regular
deeper angle.
cold.
So Gil
Ain't
comes
no
in.
way. It's just my voice. My
Heretics.
voice sounds like ass.
Play aggressive on this angle.
But overall, I feel a lot better. I'm basically
Back
my
now,
biggest
smoke to obscure.
symptom right now is a cough.
Who's next?
Or a
Try to
most
slide
annoying one.
forward. Ult popped and
No
knows
headache,
they're
no
probably
fever, nothing.
Somewhere near.
Plant a spike.
Does he TP in the bomb site? No way, right? Yes, he does.
I'm back.
As the clones go flying.
Double back call. Can they hold?
Takes
Double
it
back
to
call.
dimensional drift. Both
He's two
players
flashes
have
still.
here into halls.
Flash one.
Flash is going to be exchanged.
Yo, we got him.
Juicy looking to go ahead and get this second elimination. Sends it on the
Oh
corner.
my God, it's
Mini Boo eats the whole damn thing. Site broken open.
I don't agree though.
And then you have the op into. Heretics are going to have to just go for the save.
I see what they're trying to do with the double peek
This
though,
is beautiful work from Juicy.
and it's like unlucky they got flashed
Using
the
that
second they
dimensional
flashed to
drift great
peek.
effect. Kind of understanding that Team Heretics were corralled in the back alley.
Increase volume.
And he just says, I'm going to pop out behind their cyber cage. They're going to have no idea I'm here. We're going to clear the site with one of our prowlers. The other prowler we're going to use to follow up after I get the first kill on a flash. Beautiful work and coordination there from the Wolves.
All right, Mini Boo needs to swap
Juicy.
over to B. They need to do exactly what every other opera does and take this line and make teams use maximum util to get push this line off,
Coming through, Spring.
and then
Pretty
try to keep
solid
A main
idea
with the other
about
three
where a
guys.
Jet with an operator would like to go.
So
He'll
Jet-
find out the hard way, but he was correct.
Blind is
Just
dead.
fully made that up. I have
The
no
box,
idea.
Prowler cleared out by Rien, so the op shot hasn't sung out quite just yet.
FNS is the richest. Trust me,
Little
bro.
scope in there.
That is
Trying
cap.
to reposition. Wolves are soaring forward onto the side. Benji going to be taken down though as YU peeks down towards that B site through the connector. Comes away with the kill. Still found, but more widely slammed shut here in their faces. Wolves are quickly going to pivot away.
Yeah, that
Didn't
kill
Jogama
from
win
YU
one
is
tournament
huge, 'cause
and
it
make
opens up
$13 million?
more comfortable for
Like a
this
Poker
rotate.
Stars event type shit.
Hold
The
lines
the
him up with
champs
the drone
event.
here. Not sure if it saw him. He's going to reposition off the back.
Isn't
side.
Jogama like the most earned?
Try to just catch him off guard. I think
Most
they did see him. They
earnings?
pinged it out.
Highest earnings? No, it's calm.
Probably not the
Never mind.
spot
It's
that
calm.
you would expect him to fall back into.
Corbin Lee, highest earnings in Valorant.
Takes a double take, but
What a life I live.
comes away with the kill all the same. Cosmic Divide invested though, so they can safely get the plant down. Knives now going to be popped
Spike
from Wu
planted.
as they get ready to go 4v3 into the retake. Wu just here, opposite side of the wall.
Pretty sure it's
Dimensional
calm.
drifts. Going to be coming through, gets body blocked. They're actually letting them out for a brief little moment, but the players are still going to be spotted all the same.
Wait till you see Jaw's car. I saw it. Is it M3 or
Trying to
M4?
send the flashes, drops out of this one, but
Jake, can we talk about your car, or are we not going to talk about your car?
This is absolutely not
Which you
gonna give the
still haven't
opportunity
given
to
me a
still
ride
go
on,
ahead, Go ahead,
or in.
swing around the pillar,
One
find the
enemy
shot,
remaining.
Spring flushed out through the smoke. It all comes down to Lysor.
Oh, we're not going to talk
Will
about chat.
swiftly
If you
dispatch.
guys saw Jake's whip,
Timeout works for
Keep it going. Still at that op. Still at A main.
the car itself looks gorgeous. But I care way more about the
Martin
interior.
Try to find that shot. Lysor actually
Did we
trying to
ask?
hold
Nobody
this
asked.
angle.
It's fair enough. Nobody asked.
Disrespects it. Goes out, finds the kill. And Juicy's just going to get sprayed down by Riens. The wheels are coming off now as Heretics. They are
I haven't
fighting
been watching
through.
the game
There's
because
nothing more to be
Superstar's
done
joining
here.
my fucking chat.
Sufat and Spring then to just try to lock a position down and hold on to these
I got
weapons.
excited.
You gotta save here. Gotta keep these guns in.
I
the
am a
next
Mercedes
round.
guy.
Like that, Woot changes up his play round to round with the operator. Previously, he had just fallen right back after taking that opening shot. This time, he dips back through and catches Lysor off guard, takes that kill. That starts putting the pressure on the Wolves. They're trying to spread the map, and it just does not go their way. And that's something that the Wolves can struggle with.
Good save.
They're a team that likes to try to send out multiple feelers, trying to figure out where the open space is.
Fatal Visal for
Using
next
a couple
round.
different players.
30 seconds
And
left.
if they can win those individual battles off
Okay
that
money to
individual
buy.
skill,
Like half buy.
looks great. If they can't, things just kind of fall apart, and they're left in a position like this where they have to hold on to their guns for an extended period of time in the round.
Do a heavy
Able to
B
retain
hit with
them,
2
no one
mid lurk.
really storming out to try to hunt them down.
Or fast
10
aim in
seconds
control
left.
with 2
Heretics not
walk
wanting to
art.
take any risks whatsoever, but it will be a flawless as the gap closes one step at a time. 8 rounds now picked up for the side of Heretics. Thrifty go of it. They have the Nightfall as well as the Steel Garden available, so they can position to
I also
take
think
these guns out
that,
of the hands
like,
of Woot and Benji Fishy.
This system where 4
Possibility
teams
of the Wolves.
insta make playoffs,
Yeah, and they're trying to
I
spread
get
out
what
a
they're
little bit.
doing. They're rewarding the teams that won
Give
their
up their space
regions.
a little bit intentionally, and that's a good shot for Woot.
It
That is a big kill.
Benji, of course, does have the shorty behind here, just ready to play off his own trip.
This split is broken.
Him going out, the rush coming through. Shabbat able to find him, but still
Oh
gonna
my
be a good
god.
amount of damage.
Oh my god,
Down,
Rien's no way.
Weapons recovered.
Rien's had to get
Rien's
one.
gets taken down. Suddenly,
Spike
Woot's
planted.
just dead.
Woot's still
Woot's
here,
literally
though.
just dead.
Basically shoulder
Yoru's
to shoulder with him.
Yoru can't find him.
The peek on the ankle. Lysor instantaneous with a headshot. That Sheriff coming up huge. Miniboot drops down.
Okay, the game's
finds
over.
One gets out. Now only has 30 HP. Barring a miracle, my god, I think Wolves have actually done it. As Miniboot, yeah, he's gonna back away. He doesn't want to try to go for this. The thrifty.
Okay, as I was saying, there are not enough. Okay, I understand what Valorant, VCT, whatever is trying to do by rewarding the teams that won their regions by giving them free slots into playoffs, but there are not enough teams at this event for that to be a viable solution. Does that make sense? Give criticism based off prior experiences that not just me, but other players have had in professional esports,
That's still going to be in their hands.
and they just don't give a fuck
Why
about
use
it.
hands for this round.
To utilize it still, though, is Woot. Hadrian's clear the haunt. While you
Did you miss it again? I don't care, bro.
It's going to be at a disadvantage.
I'm like heated now.
Go
Fuck,
ahead
I'm
and pull
getting
away
hot
with
in
the
here.
kill.
Riot triggers me
45 now
sometimes,
for
man.
Wolves. Need it if they want to get up to map point right here and now.
Seen some great positioning early in the rounds for Heretics, and that's a nice shot from Miniboo.
Swing out, Juicy. Dead. 100 spears from Rienz.
Jeez, what an ult.
Absolutely monstrously.
What a spot to ult from,
He's
too.
gonna be taken down.
Like,
Lysor
fully ready for the
back
door
to
hit.
70. Once again, I think
Another
Spring and Lysor
save,
just
another
have to
save.
Stay tucked together. Find a
5
safe
teeth in the
place.
prime.
Try to ride out his remaining 40 seconds.
This is just on a knife's edge. It feels like every time one of these teams might start to run away with things,
30
everyone's
seconds
able
left.
to punch back. The Wolves there.
I don't think they would ever want to host more than 2 games a day.
Fall back.
Right. I mean, exactly. They don't want to do it. It's not, I'm sure even in their heads, they know it's probably even more profitable for them long term to have a game that is consistently like putting out, for example, just the amount of teams that we have is so few as well. We see the same motherfuckers like playing. And no, I'm going to go into a whole rant. I can't.
Absolutely effective.
Can't do it. No point.
Going down without a fight. It's a really
No
nice
point. There's no point.
there from Woot.
No point. Nothing will change.
The necessary one, it feels like. But from there, the round
Nothing changes, and then I just get mad.
gets
There's
away
literally no point.
from Wolves. Quickly turns to chaos. They end up drowning in it.
Mine Boo went away from his though. Could get a cosmic divide here in some fashion. I don't suspect the Tour de Force is going to be used this round, but you never know. Stranger Things.
Feels like Heretics is winning this in OT. Let's see.
Util.
No kills so
Penta.
far. Juicy's
This time,
2 away
Heretics
from his
get a little
ult.
bit more aggressive on that mid control, but it is.
Let's see how easy this guy's going to be to push back.
These positions for
He's
Heretics.
completely by himself. 0
In their
util
spot.
here. Astra's coming though.
Clear on the Prowler. Just gonna go ahead and take the gate crash as Star gets set up. There to block off
Well,
the B
he
access.
jump spotted, didn't see shit.
Seems like that's going to be the call to
They're going to
rotate
stay,
made
right?
before
They're just
Wolves.
going to stay, right?
There's
He
the
jump spotted,
movement
didn't see
across
anyone.
towards this A
Twice.
site. Trip's going to be set up on that
Why are there
far exit
3B?
over towards stairs, and now you've got Woot on a line back by Flowers, staring at A main.
The Heretics are trying to make decisions off negative information. Meaning
I'm
they
so
don't have much.
confused.
They're going to get a rude awakening here in a second.
Woot on the push. Fake goes through. They'll confirm position on the off. C's going to be going
Oh.
in. Fishy! Pushes forward. Mows down 2.
What a round from him.
Get the ping reveal here. Spring is desperately trying to break through. The repeat here from Woot is able to find it.
Huge
Rien
trades.
takes down Lysor, and that leaves just
Benji
YU left
Fishy,
standing now.
you're right. Maybe this goes
The
OT.
time is just not going to be there for him.
I have the spike.
Spike is
10
picked up,
seconds
but
left.
it's just too precarious a position to try to make a play.
Round over.
So instead, he'll just hold on to the operator, or try to. As he falls down to 59. The push coming through from Boo off the flank, and somehow YU does not
This
read
is
that
why there are
at
3B.
all. There's a dimensional drift, gets the spot out. One more critical players here to try to identify. Two back behind the pillar. Juicy now exiting, sees him, he's just lingering here
my
within the cage.
God.
Benji on the opposite side. Smoke's obfuscating.
So risky from Woot.
Finds you off that onto one, push in the smoke. Shorty out.
No way. No way he gets a third. No way, right?
Back up through B long. Green peaks. Shot goes a little bit wide.
Spring is him.
Spring is able to collect one. Juicy back over at Halls.
Spike down B.
Finds the kill. It's just many.
Wow, he got
Spring
2,
will
bro, with a
deny.
Guardian.
Chaos
The 2
abound.
most
The
important
Wolves
kills
this
on both the
time drive in it
duelists.
as they get to the smoke.
It's actually over.
As the spike gets planted, Wolves absolutely crank up the pace here on the round.
If they win this, if
2v4.
Benji can win this round for them,
As the Nightfall
Nah,
gets
it's
the
impossible.
connection.
legit impossible.
Everyone
go
for
for
the
the ult.
Wolves.
Wait, Astro Wall, it's possible.
Their own Cosmic Divide going to be used. Wrap around coming through.
Wait, there's a world.
Two Fat Baby trying to arrive over towards Art. The push out coming through. And they're both shot dead. 13 to 10. Wolves take the opening map in this elimination series.
They came in.
Okay. So what was I saying? What was I saying? Okay. So here's my thing, right? Let me like get my thoughts together about what I was trying to say when it comes to tournament formats. When you see the same people playing over and over again with players kind of being recycled in and out, and there's only tier 1 teams, right? And obviously you only have 3 VCT teams or VCT events a year. It just becomes redundant